Tôi tên bác sĩ Peter Singh ở Đại học Southern California. Xin lỗi nhưng mà không nói tiếng Việt giỏi lắm. So, hôm nay sẽ tiếng Anh vì tôi tiếng Anh giỏi lắm. So, anyway, Madam President, Đặng Thị Hoàng Yến, nice seeing you, Maya, by Zoom. Vice Provost, Mr. Han Dang, President Win Mai Lam, former U.S. Ambassador Michael Michalak, nice seeing you by Zoom, Michael. Sorry you're not here. My friend Dean Tak Nguyen, distinguished faculty, family members and guests, and most important, you guys, raise your hands, the new graduates in the School of Medicine from Tantau University. Congratulations. It is my distinct honor to be your commencement speaker today and in person. I was scheduled to be here last year, but 2 days before my flight, I got COVID. So I gave my speech by Zoom from my kitchen in Los Angeles. I can tell you it felt really weird to wear this kind of stuff in the kitchen, and my wife thought, what am I doing with a robe in the kitchen when I should be drying the dishes? Anyway, so getting to why we're here today. You did it. You're doctors now, or almost, since you need to wait until the end of the ceremony to take the oath. Congratulations to you for your hard work, dedication, and passion. Congratulations also to the parents. Where are the parents? Raise your hands, parents. There are no parents. There's one. One mother is here today. Okay. And friends and other family members. Their journey has been made easier by your encouragement and support. You're an important part of this celebration. And of course, congratulations and gratitude to my friend Dean Tak Nguyen and the faculty for leading you on this journey. Young doctors, your training has been unique, since a significant part of it was during the most devastating public health crisis in a century, in which the pandemic took the lives of more than 6.5 million people worldwide, including more than 43,000 people in Vietnam and more than 1.1 million in my country. By contrast, 93% of people in Vietnam received at least one COVID vaccine, compared to 82% in the US. So, Vietnam had been a leader in vaccination rates and in keeping mortality rates relatively low compared to other parts of the world. While you were struggling and studying to be young doctors, you were witnesses to the skill of scientists who developed the vaccines, as well as the skill of physicians and others in the healthcare field who worked to control the pandemic. You witnessed how healthcare workers unselfishly put themselves in harm's way in order to help others. And now you're joining that fraternity of healers. You're going to work side by side with the healers of today, and then in time, you'll take over. You'll be the leaders of tomorrow. That's pretty scary, isn't it? But it's also pretty cool, right? By the way, hopefully you might never need to treat polio, measles, diphtheria, hepatitis, a number of the other diseases thanks to vaccines, some of which were not available or administered when your grandparents and parents were kids. Yeah, it's true, your grandparents were kids once. My sister, for example, had polio, A cousin died from polio. I had measles, chickenpox, whooping cough, that's pertussis, when I was a kid. You may never see that stuff. Hopefully you may never see that stuff. So, what about today? You have worked so long and hard to get to this point. I'm sure you have all have non-medical student friends who tried to get you to go to movies or parties, maybe join them playing video games. Don't do that, please, while you stayed home to study. At times you might have gotten discouraged and wondered if all this hard work and sacrifice is worth it. 6 years of sacrifice. Well, take it from me. Every time you help a patient, you'll know it's worth it. Which reminds me of a story. A long time ago, I was a medical student. Yep. I studied really hard. I studied all the time, every night, every weekend. I studied so hard my brain hurt. I was tired all the time. I got discouraged when I saw that so many of my classmates didn't need to study as much as I did. Maybe it's because I wasn't that smart, I thought. After all, I came from a family where nobody had an education. We were refugees from Nazi Germany. I grew up in San Francisco, where my father had an upholstery shop and repaired furniture. We spoke only Tiếng Đức at home, so English was my second language. During my second year in medical school, I told my father, I don't think I have what it takes to be a doctor. Even though he didn't go to school, he was very wise and told me something that I've carried with me all these years. He said that if I saved only one life during my career, it will have been worth it. And you know, I have done that many times over and in various situations. Think about it, young graduates. With your training, knowledge, and school, you'll be able to go anywhere in the world if you choose and go right to work helping people. And yes, save lives. Who else can do that? A lawyer can't, an engineer can't. No offense to the other new graduates we just saw. An architect can't, but you can. My father was right. As physicians, your possibilities to do good, to alleviate pain and suffering are endless. Isn't that a wonderful gift? Now, as you're beginning your new journey, what about the future of medicine? Clearly, it's becoming more data-driven. There are algorithms, and there are guidelines for everything, from Professor Nguyen's specialty cardiology to my own field of endocrinology, telling us what tests to order, what drugs to use. And now there's the emergence of artificial intelligence, AI, to help in making the diagnosis. But guidelines and AI don't tell us how we should listen to a patient who is worried, how to comfort a family member, how to hold a hand. That's up to you, to me, to Tak Nguyen, and all of you. Published guidelines are useful, but they and AI should serve as our assistants and not the other way around. AI will never have your empathy or passion or the ability to comfort the patient in the clinic or at the bedside. So, here are Baxi Pita's 10 rules for new doctors. Number 1, listen to what your patient is telling you. If you listen carefully, you almost always make the right diagnosis. Respect your patient. If you don't, the patient will know it and won't trust you. Touch the patient. Greet him and her with a handshake or a gentle touch. It's comforting and helps put your patient at ease. Respect those people you work with, the nurses, technicians, others on the healthcare team. Teamwork is essential. If you respect them, they'll respect you. Don't complain to your patient about personal issues. Leave your problems and other concerns at home. I know it's hard, but when you're together, it's all about the patient. 100% of the time. Number 6, show empathy, compassion, and kindness. Yes, always, always, always. Number 7, and this is one I take to heart, continue to study and learn. Keep an open mind. Medicine is constantly changing and evolving. There's almost something new and exciting to learn. That's what makes it so much fun. 8, and this is important, know what you don't know. Don't be afraid to ask questions. After all, there's always someone who knows more than you do. I'm aware of that every day. Number 9, have fun. Medicine is so demanding, both on your time as well as physically and emotionally. So make sure you find the right balance. It's okay to go to movies and parties, at least sometimes. Finally, and importantly, honor the oath that you will be taking very shortly. Oh, and just for today, I'll add Singer's Rule number 11. Make sure you thank your parents, friends, and other family members, and your professors for helping you get to this point. And to you parents and others here today, I'm sure you're looking forward to seeing the positive differences these new doctors will make in the world of medicine and in society. Finally, new graduates, look around at your classmates now. Look left, look right. You probably didn't think about this, but after working so hard together over the past 6 years, today is probably the last day you'll all be together in the same place. You'll go on to different hospitals, different careers, maybe different cities, practicing different specialties, having families, going, living with your lives. So, class of 2023, make sure you enjoy each other today and congratulate each other. As for me, I wish to thank the leadership of Tantau University for the honor of speaking to you today, and to you new physicians. I wish you all success, happiness, and fulfillment in our honorable profession. Chúc mừng và chúc may mắn. Come on.